been completely transformed, Harley style. The local Harley-Davidson club held its second rally, and this one has proved to be bigger and better. Let's see how the day began. Success lies in the dedicated involvement and cooperation between those in Spain and Gibraltar.
Well, it happened by accident. About 2 years ago, one of our current members came across a group of about 80 Harleys that were in Gibraltar for a ride and stopped them and asked them, "What are you doing in Gibraltar?" He says, "Well, we do this every year. It's an annual event which we organise as a club." He says, "Well, Gibraltar does hosting very well. That's what we do best. Invite people and treat them to our homes." So he got together a few of us and said, "Well, how do we treat them next year when they do their formal event?" And that's how the club started. It was with the intention of hosting the club for the next visit, but also there are about 60 Harleys in Gibraltar, and we all go out with just a few friends. So we wanted a bigger forum where we could all go out, enjoy the ride-outs, and enjoy new friendships. And that's the club, how it formally started, was like that.
So last year's rally really was the start of it all?
Yes, it was formed for that precise purpose. And we had a great rally last year. We had 184 Harleys come over and a couple of other bikes. Everybody enjoyed it. We had great reviews in the biker press, Easy Rider magazine, even Harley Davidson's official magazine. They had rants and raves about the event. So we're hoping this year is going to be even better.
Well, this year is going to be much bigger and much better. From what I understand, you're expecting about 400 bikes.
No, that would be, if we got 400 bikes, I think we'd just collapse and faint. If we did 200, we'd still be very happy. We've had more time to organise it. This year we've got a live stage behind us. Gibraltar Live Music Society is providing a rock concert as we go along. We managed to get t-shirts for everybody, a little welcome pack, so we're getting better.
And there's been quite a bit of involvement from the Harley-Davidson Club in Spain as well.
Yes, it's done with them in mind. They organize a formal rally from Cádiz to Gibraltar. It's sponsored by the Ayuntamiento de Cádiz. It gets in their national press and their biker press as well. So with that grouping coming over to Gibraltar anyway, we said, well, we're going to do our rally at the same time and make sure we get everybody. So it's not just people coming over from Cádiz and Chiclana and Puerto Santa Maria, but there's also people from Marbella, Laurín, even from Ceuta. We have a few people who've committed themselves to cross the straits over today.
a little conversation that I had with Jessie J earlier this week, 2 days ago, in fact, and Davina Barbara, excuse me, who also managed to speak to UB40's Ali Campbell, and she asked him for his impressions of Gibraltar while he visited.
Big rock, beautiful cloud, nice weather. And it's like a little England, isn't it, in the middle of Spain. I've been here before, and I came here with my wife and 2 daughters, and you know, we did a boat trip and saw the dolphins and met some monkeys and all that. You know, so I've done a bit of the tourist thing here, and but I'm really happy to be coming and playing here.
Well, you've been busy touring over the last couple of years. Your latest destinations have been Peru. In fact, you've just flown back from Portugal. So what have been the main highlights here?
Well, yeah, I'm actually having a great time over in New Zealand at the moment. I'm a judge on New Zealand's Got Talent, which might surprise some people. It certainly surprised me when they asked me. But I did it obviously because I love New Zealand, and I like to spend time there. I'm always touring, so I never get enough time to look around and stuff. So this enables me to get out and see New Zealand and take my kids and get them to see New Zealand too, you know.
Well, let's get back to the music. Your last album, Great British Songs, featured iconic pop songs and rock numbers. So what's your main aim here, really, to promote reggae and make it more accessible?
Well, I've kind of always done that. I think it's fun to cover songs and to find songs that you wouldn't necessarily even dream that you could make into a reggae version, you know. And I did Purple Rain a couple of years ago with Fun Loving Criminals, and that was a bit of a weird choice, you know. So I thought after that, because it worked, I thought, I wonder what else I could do in reggae. And then I wanted, there weren't songs that I necessarily liked actually, they were just the most abstract, you know. All Right Now by Free, you know, it's just a reggae version of that, you know, and it was fun, and I think it worked. I think the album's quite good.
And working on some new material, Rhythm Method's going to be your next album, so will we be seeing sort of a new style, a new direction from you?
No, it'll be a reggae album, of course, but it will be with the Debt Band as opposed to working with Sly and Robbie, and it's just it's the 4th album that I've worked on. I'm really enjoying producing my solo stuff, you know, because I'm a lot freer. With UB40, my hands were tied a lot of the time, and there was a lot of compromise, you know. But now, with this troupe, I'm more in control, you know. So I'm producing the best music I've ever done, you know. It's a shame that you can't sell CDs anymore, you know. It's a little ironic, I suppose. But you know, live, we're still doing it.
Okay, Jessie, how does it feel to be in Gibraltar Festival?
It feels amazing because I've never been here, and when you go to places that not many people often go and perform, you get a crowd like that and you can hear them from here. So yeah, I can't wait.
What have you done today so far? How have you enjoyed Gibraltar?
I've had the best day. I landed, we went to this amazing apartment, there was loads of fans downstairs that I greeted and waved to, that was sunbathing, and then I said, let's get a boat, and we went and got a boat, and we literally boated out. What's the word?
Sailed out.
Sailed, that's a better word than boated, out, and there was dolphins everywhere. And we were literally surrounded by thousands of dolphins, and it was amazing.
You're lucky, they don't come out for everyone.
No, he was saying that that's the second time in about 5 years that he's seen them, so thanks, dolphins. Holla.
All right, do you have a special message for the people at home who are going to be watching you and they're going to be remembering this night for a long time? Special message for Gibraltar?
I just want to say thank you for supporting me, and thank you for letting me be here and performing for you guys. I can't wait to rock it out with you and enjoy it.
We need to take it back in time. The music made us all unite. And it wasn't love.
tell us a little bit about the event. How did the idea originate? It's not the first time you hold it.
No, this is the second time we're holding a walk for cancer. Last year it was just MH Bland within the company went up to the top of the rock. This year we've invited Reminisce, Try and Anglo-Hispanos to join us to try and obviously raise more money, which is the aim of the whole walk for cancer research.
So the event very much growing. Are you encouraging perhaps other companies to take part in the future?
Yes, well, we have had interest from other companies, so if anybody is interested in joining us next year, by all means contact us at MH Bland, and when we're ready for next year's walk, we'll contact them.
How many people are taking part?
We've got 120 this year, so it's a great success.
Now let's go over that route, starting off on a more gentler pace down Main Street, and then once you get to this point, you'll be walking uphill to the top of the rock.
That's correct. We all meet at Casemates at 11 o'clock. We'll start. We'll go up Main Street collecting money, awareness. Cancer Research will also have a table at Piazza between 10 and I think it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And once we get to the bottom station cable car, then the real walk begins, and we'll head up to the top station of the cable car.
How much of a physical challenge is it?
Some people make it in about 20-25 minutes, others will take an hour and a bit. It all depends on the individual. But it's a really, really good fun day, and I think we all enjoy it, so that's why we keep on doing it again.
And you'll be joined by your mascots this year, so tell us about these.
Yes, well, these are our mascots. We've got an ape and a dolphin. This year, at the beginning of the year, we participated in the cavalcade, the 50th anniversary, which we all really enjoyed. And for that occasion, we bought 2 mascots, one of them which we see here. And unfortunately, they didn't arrive in time. There was a problem with the post, and we thought this was a great way to introduce them.
So what type of money are you hoping to raise? Have you set yourselves a target?
Well, last year we raised £7,500, and this year, with obviously 4 companies involved, we'd like to beat that. So we'll have to see. But every penny counts, and it's all for a great cause. So.
Well, last year you supported the GBC Open Day. This year it's Cancer Research. So why this particular charity?
Well, unfortunately, in Gibraltar there are a lot of families that have been affected by cancer, and in our company we've got several members who have been affected. So we thought it's our way of doing our little bit to help.
And it's going to be very much a family event with children involved as well.
Yes, it's not only employees that are taking part, it's friends, it's family. We've had people from the hospital ringing up and saying, we've heard about this event, can we do it? I mean, the more money we raise, the better, so the more the merrier.
During the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about student life, and we've met several students from Gibraltar who are studying in the UK. This week, we'll be looking into what is perhaps the starting point for all, the Scholarship Awards. For some time now, all Gibraltar students who have been successful in attaining the grades or have been granted a placing in a university or place of higher education have been able to go for a government scholarship award. In other words, there have been no limits placed to the mandatory scholarship awards granted. What, in fact, do we mean when we say a scholarship award? The grant is really the main word that we should be looking at. The government, through its Department of Education and the officials at that department, awards the potential student a sum of money each year to enable him or her to finance their stay in the UK while attending the chosen course. There are 2 payments already established. One for Inner London, which is £3,589 plus £515 for travelling allowance, or £2,919 plus £515 for travelling allowance for Outer London. Outer London meaning anywhere in the UK outside of central London. This cash is purely a maintenance allowance to be used for books, food, accommodation and all other costs involved in living away from home, and not to be confused with tuition fees. The cost of these tuition fees are separate and are normally met by the European Union Fee Reimbursement Scheme, which is applied to all students from the European Union. The maintenance grant is worked out according to the parent's income, and parental contribution is calculated using a set formula. Last week we spoke to a group of students studying away from Gibraltar. They told us how they had gone about choosing their courses and universities. Some of these decisions were taken with the help of tutors, parents and/or university trips. Today we chat to them once again. The decisions have been made, the relevant paperwork arranged, and they were off to the UK. So, how did they cope with the change of lifestyle?
Well, I thought it was going to be easier in a way. When you get to England, you're on your own. You can't go running home to mummy and daddy. So you're stuck with doing your own cooking, your own washing and everything. And I wasn't in a catered accommodation, I wasn't self-catered. So I had to do everything on my own. After a few weeks, you sort of get into the routine of cooking your own meals and everything. And you look out for number one, which is yourself. So in time, I suppose that you get used to the idea of living on your own and everything. And it's quite enjoyable in a way.
For me, university life, the first 2 weeks was very different, very hard. You don't really realise how good it is here in Gibraltar, but once you're there, you're all alone. And especially for me, because I went to a college where it was only me and just one other Gibraltarian, which I hardly see. So it's hard, but slowly after the weeks go by, the days, and you're on your own, you get used to it, you adapt until you make your life there. And it's not that bad. You get used to it, and it's really good after a while.
Well, the alarm clock will go off, of course, and you set it to whatever time you think is appropriate. But it's you who has to decide to get out of bed and go to lectures. And it's very tempting to stay in bed until 11 and just miss everything. So I think it's basically the fact that you have to prioritise your time, decide what lectures you're going to take, when you're going to do your work, when you're going to go into the library, when you're going to write your essay, and when you're going to have your free time. So I think it's really a case of time management being the most difficult thing to cope with at the beginning.
Say that the first term was very, very difficult for me. It was a very big culture shock. I'm used to different things, and obviously it's a different country, so they're used to other things. It was very, very hard at first, but you've got to give yourselves time. I mean, you have to, because you've got to learn all the different cultures, what they're used to, the different ideas. So basically it took me loads, and you can tell my mum about that, poor thing.